Two on the Aisle with me, Charles Gross, and Jeff Goodman. Tonight, David Lefkowitz is here for reviews of The Little Mermaid, Is He Dead?, Yellowface, Kelly O'Hara in concert, and your comments. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two on the Aisle. Good evening. And again, welcome to Two on the Aisle. How are you tonight, David?
I'm good, thanks, Charlie. Thanks as ever for inviting me to be on the aisle with you.
It is always a pleasure to have you, and if, of course, people can't get enough of you here, they can always look you up on YouTube, where they can also find Two on the Aisle, plus your radio program.
Well, I've got my radio show, Dave's Gone By, is on WGBB on the radio. Plus, I'm directing and producing a television show that will be on Manhattan Neighborhood Network in a few weeks called Shalom Damn It, featuring one of my very favorite people in the world, Rabbi Saul Solomon. So everybody don't miss that.
I think he made his debut on Two on the Aisle some years ago.
One of his many debuts. He keeps having a coming out, sort of like a re-virginized Deb, pretty much. Anyway, we also miss Jeff. Jeff, come back. Jeff Goodman.
Well, Jeff will be back, let's see, in about 2 weeks.
Oh, very good.
We
okay.
are going to have Jeff. Speaking of Sherry Renee Scott's old co-star.
Yeah. Yes, we're going to talk about butts now.
Yes.
We went from clams to naked male chests. Now we go to butts. But my very favorite kind of butts, Norbert Leo, who went from appearing in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and becoming really an overnight Broadway star. He was in Rent, but nobody noticed him. He did a couple of shows. But then
he was also in Wicked.
Oh, that's right. That kind of built up his credibility. He was Fiyero in Wicked. Right. But then everybody saw him.
Wasn't he in, with Sherry Renee Scott in... that
was off-Broadway the last 5 years.
Yes.
Do we want to go through his whole resume here? Yes, we do.
Let's talk about his latest show.
I can read his bio here. Yeah, his latest show is called Is He Dead?
By an unknown playwright named Mark Twain.
You want to explain how that happened?
Well, apparently Twain had written this play, but it never got anywhere. So jump forward about 100 years, it's dug up, it's found, it's polished off, and here it is.
Well, it was polished off by David Ives, who did some gem cutting and go figure. Now, I am biased towards farce. I don't like English Restoration comedy very much. There's some I can live without some of the Norwegian and Swedish dramas, but farce, get it going, wind it up. I can sit through some exposition in the first half that everybody seems to be so afraid to sit through in 2008. Nah, it's okay. I know they're building something here. You got to pay attention.
Right.
And then, let the spring go and then let everything take care of itself like Rube Goldberg, like clockwork. That's what happens here. That's what happens in a funny, good farce.
Now, essentially, this is not a new plot, even I think in Twain's time. I actually saw a similar plot like this on an episode of Here's Lucy.
Okay.
Butts plays an artist. He's living in France. Like
no buts about it.
Yeah, like most artists, he's starving. And then one day, a possible customer walks in and asks about the art. He said, well, is the guy dead? I said, well, no, he's alive. Oh, not interested.
Right.
So essentially, he fakes his own death, comes back as his own sister, and all of a sudden, his art just takes off.
Right.
And they even managed to resolve it, because all of a sudden people are investigating his death.
Oh, well, yeah, it would be a
body.
farce without a resolution. There have to be all these plot lines to entangle.
Yes.
The bad guy, the landlord who falls in love with him, her.
Yes. And here's the interesting, the landlord with the classic hat and cape and mustache.
Yes, Byron Jennings.
Yes.
And a totally un-Byron Jennings-like role, because he usually play a very upper crusty kind of Spalding Gray sort of, or a diplomat sort of thing. And here he is, as undiplomatic as possible. He literally goes off stage at one point after he's said something terrible and gives a snidely whiplash laugh, like twirling. I mean, it's almost too much.
He is snidely whiplash come to life.
Right, yeah, and I love that stuff, especially when it's presented this way. It's a terrific cast, I think, for the most part. Michael McGrath, I've loved him in other things more than here. He plays one of the best friends there. But Norbert Leo Butts, just to watch him, just the way he watched him bounce into a chair while he's singing. He did that in Rotten Scoundrels too, so maybe it's a shtick of his, but it works. And I love the girls, Jen Gabatisse and the other young lady. They just have to be...
You've got the play, though.
Yeah, but it'll take 10 minings to find them. But actually, they're worth finding. Bridget Regan.
There you go.
They're adorable. John McMartin's always John McMartin. He walks on stage and you just love him for being John McMartin. That's something Jeff Goodman would say, actually.
I'll tell you, I enjoyed the play too. I don't know if I enjoyed it quite as much as you, but I like a good farce. This is a good farce.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was worth waiting 100 years for, but I'm glad they did it.
Well, they should revive it every 20 years
And
because it's fun. I hope it goes into every college. I hope they have a terrific time with instead of doing Charlie's Aunt again. They can do
I would
this.
actually like to see Charlie's Aunt because we haven't had that on Broadway, and we haven't had Where's Charlie in about 30 or maybe even 40 years.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I mean, I saw Charlie's somewhere regionally, but sure.
Well, last time I saw Where's Charlie was the Equity Library Theater. That's been gone for a long, long time.
I know. Actually, we all know where Charlie is. Okay, enough.
Okay, so that's on my list for shows that I want to see revived. Where's Charlie?
Okay, that's good. But this is on my list of shows that people should really go out and see because you're going to have a terrific.
If you want a light night of laughs, this is a show to see.
This is going to be high up on my list of. I think it was high up on my list of last year's best shows when Performing Arts Insider Theater Magazine, which I co-published, did their best of 2007, and that was pretty up there if it opened.
Now, if I wanted to get Performing Arts Insider, just because you may want to do.
Beg me. No, or you can go.
Never mind.
To the website totaltheater.com and find out all the information
I like
about
that better.
Yeah, you like the begging better. Oh no, you prefer.
No, I think I'll go on the website.
Okay, go on the website. It's worth getting. It's a professional theater magazine, and you should check it out.
Yes.